It's putting pressure on all the hinges when it does that. See right there? Right. Yeah. There. So we got to work that out. So I am on my way to a spring change where I'm going to attempt to get $12.95, $7.89 for sure. Either way, it's going to be good money for 15 minutes work. If you consider that work, I'll do it every single day. But anyway. Hey, how you doing?
Hello.
Garage Door Company.
Nice to see you. Remind me of your name. I think we've met before.
John.
John, have you been doing this for a
Yeah,
while?
you look familiar.
Yeah,
I've been doing it
I think you've
over
been,
40 years.
Yeah, I think you've been at this site.
So you said it was a broken spring or something on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's, I think, your sticker.
Yeah.
And
You had another one under there too.
right. So I think you put this one in last time. That one looks newer.
Did they want to change both?
No.
Let me see. What's it doing when you push the button? Did it
I
travel?
haven't even done it. My husband just said it's broken.
Let me check it out.
Display about weight or some such thing.
Yeah,
There's
excessive
words.
force. Just want to see how.
Yeah, he probably did something to get
That it would stop or something, or?
I don't know. It just wasn't working.
Yeah, well, it'll still lift it. It's just not good for the opener. And they got see this roller's out. It's not even in the
That's
track.
part of it. Yeah.
And then these hinges are plastic. They're supposed to be metal like this.
Yeah.
So a lot of times these little round things on the other side, see this little plastic thing? The weight of the door is on that.
Yeah.
They end up breaking and then the thing comes out. This was a door called the Delden door at the time. And they ended up, fixing all that. See, like they have metal bottom fixtures, but they've used plastic hinges and they didn't last very long and they corrected it. So you have one of the original plastic hinge doors. So I could go ahead and, I want to try to close it. I guess you don't know how old it is, right? Yeah, see it reversed. Okay, let me just lower it by hand.
It does sound familiar. I do remember him saying it won't close now that you...
Yeah. Yeah, so, and this, you see how this hinges? This is all, these are for like low clearance. Maybe because of that opener didn't fit under the beam. I don't know, but you don't really, nobody ever uses a hinge that big for here. It's called a flip-flop hinge, so it kind of works funky. This is kind of funky too, but I mean, this is okay, but it's not gonna make a difference.
You were nice enough when you were last here to gift us the current garage opener.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes. It was an upgrade, and you were kind enough to say, well, I've got this. I'm just going to give it to you. Does that seem familiar?
We just
like a kind thing that you would do?
Really? Was it the remote I gave you or the whole motor? Because I do collect these. Might have been one that we took down that was like brand new. And I usually, when someone doesn't want it.
That was the story. It was
maybe your opener, you weren't planning on it. So I
gave us an upgrade. It was just.
Yeah, the opener is good. So it has the battery backup and all that in it. Even has the My Cue where it'll text if someone opens your door.
Yeah, we haven't enabled that.
Yeah, but anyway, this here, you see these little white things, not white, but these metal things on them? These little sleeves? They look like they've changed them. This is how they originally were. They might have changed them to these at one time. See that one? That has the little thing that would pop off. Like if I get a screwdriver and pop that off, this hinge will be in two pieces.
Okay.
So that this little pin will fall out. So these, they look like they did them differently. However it is, but these were the main problem of these doors.
Okay.
And all this looseness, all these rollers look kind of screwed up. Did he want the springs changed? Because the door,
I was just assuming it was a spring.
yeah, it's so rough pulling it down that it.
But it sounds like it's not a spring.
No, but it kind of needs servicing. That's what it really needs. And it needs, like these rollers are all chewed up. You see this roller? Chunks are taking out of it?
Yeah.
It's gonna crack all the way through and then the wheel's actually gonna fall off. These are the ones we normally put. That's all greasy right now, but they're ball bearings. These don't have any ball bearings in them. So the least you should do is change some rollers and service the door.
Okay.
So, and to service the door is $349 plus whatever rollers we change.
Okay.
So You'll probably be in the $500 range. You're gonna be more than that for the springs, but you should do it just to make the door run a little better, because that's why the opener is reversing. It doesn't have the force. It's hard to close it. When it gets to the bottom on that last turn, it kicks the reverse in on the motor.
Right. If I'm hearing correctly, no need to do anything with springs. We're gonna service these other.
Yeah, and I'm going to be working on garbage, so I have to take these off. And you see how they're at an angle? See how that roller's not straight? They're supposed to be straight, but the weight of the door is pushing them down, and eventually these plastic rollers fall apart. I'm surprised they haven't already. I haven't seen a Delden door in probably 20 years. Do you use the door every day?
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of put in weird too, like with these flip-flop hinges. That doesn't make it ride any smoother. The better ones are the ones they come with that are adjustable and they're small like a hinge. But I can't even show you a hinge here. The only thing I can show you is this is what they're made out of normally. But that one is a flip-flop hinge for low clearance when you want to get under something. And it's probably because when the door went up, it sat too high, but they have the room there, but they were worried about getting the opener and at the original, whoever put the door in. So they brought those hinges to get underneath it, but they really didn't need them because they could have put the regular one down, because look at all the space between the opener. Anyway, I can service the door and get it running to where it doesn't reverse. I can adjust, I probably have to adjust the opener too, make it push a little harder so it doesn't reverse so easy. Yeah, I got everything. I just got to bring the tools in.
Let's go.
And the rollers and stuff I got to bring in. Yeah, somewhere in there. Rather than me writing it all up, I'll just be around that. $349 is a service, and then the other thing is, okay.
I'm just going to be inside.
Oh, you want me to text you when I'm done?
Whatever, yeah, you can.
Or open the door and yell?
Just say, hey.
Okay. All right. Okay, it's all lubed, tightened, and I changed a couple of rollers here. But you see the hinges are so weak, they kind of right at this angle no matter what. But these rollers were chewed up, if you see their chunks out of them, because they're probably hitting this splice here. So those are new ones, and they're better because they see the ball bearings in them. They got ball bearings in them. These are just plastic wheels on a stem. I don't like recommending new doors, but in this case, it's because it's so old and the way it was put in with these floppy hinges and all the weight on it. This isn't how normal doors are put in, and I just don't like this whole setup. I've seen them where they've fallen on cars with these hinges. So yours is, you see how they're leaning, kind of putting pressure on the hinge, and that thing will end up popping off one day. And these go in two different pieces, and the doors will flop down. So nobody knew at the time. Everyone thought, hey, that's a good idea. But they soon got rid of them. Here's how it goes. And I reset the opener so it'll push harder. It'll be to the force that the door needs to close, because before it would, maybe the door was getting rougher and rougher running, that it was thinking it was hitting an object and going back up. It was too hard to close before.
Okay. Use a little more muscle, you're telling it to.
Yeah. Well, it learned its own code, but I got to program it to learn the code. Before we used to have to manually do them and turn this clutch on the back, but they made it all with buttons now. So but I lubed all the bearings and all the cables, you got a bearing in the spring and the bearings down there and the cables, all inside both sides of the track, all the rollers, the hinges. I basically lubed everything you could possibly lube. So if anything's squeaking, it might be the cable. When it runs out of room to wrap around the cable, the side of the cable will rub the other side of the other cable on the drum. It's up in here. That's what lifts the weight of the door. I would think about a new door soon, just because of the way all these hinges are at an angle. There's nothing I could really do to reinforce. I tightened them all, thinking it would straighten up the panels and it would take some of the pressure, but they're still like this. So that means there's weight. The weight of this door, it looks like it's too much for these hinges. It's a normal door, that wouldn't be bent at all. So I just hate to see it fall when you're in here. Always think of, if you hear a noise ever, you get out of your car, dive back in your car.
That's a new warning from you, okay.
Yeah. And this will close in 20 minutes. Do you want the clock set or anything?
Sure, what the heck.
5:11. There we go. Menu, clock, change time. 5:12 now. Done. Okay, that's that. I think he mentioned something about weather stripping. He wanted it. I noticed on that side the weather stripping didn't go all the way. Are there mice coming in here?
I didn't say anything about weather stripping to my husband.
Yeah, he said something about the weather stripping, but I would just leave it on. I wouldn't put any more money in the store because it's like $380 to change that.
Good, I'll relate. Thank you for checking about what he inquired about.
Yeah, well, when I was doing it, I realized, oh yeah, he mentioned the weather stripping.
He didn't relay that to me, but I'm going to check your notes. I'll let him know.
Yeah. Wait, let me get this. Hey, how you doing? I'm almost finished with the job before you, and then I'll call you when I'm driving. Okay, thanhanks. Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Okay, 500 even.
Yeah.
Changing the stripping would have been another 300.
Almost 400. It's not something that I would waste on this store.
All right.
So,
are there brands you recommend? Or
yeah, I like Wayne Dalton. I like Clopay. I like Unique Doors and CHI. Those are the only ones. And if you get a wood door, then that's a whole different thing. But you know, a lot of the big manufacturers of these steel doors are coming over here. They bought up all the wood door mills. So they're pushing their steel product. So and then people come and go, oh, this is way cheaper. I'll just put this in. And then so you got now people pushing them in over here.
Well, thank you so much.
All right.
Hope not to see you for a while, but I appreciate everything that you do.
All right, and then your clock is all set.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Right. Okay, thanks. Okay, while I was at that one, I got another call. That was 500, and now I'm going over to this other one. Said it makes a loud noise or something when it goes up or down. I couldn't tell what it was over the phone, but he's gonna meet me over there. One of his rental properties, and we'll see what type of day I have. So far I'm at 500. That was an easy one I just did. Can't get much easier than that. Anyway, I'll talk at you when I get to the job. 10-4. How you doing?
Okay, how's everything?
You look familiar.
Yeah.
You look.
You know Dorothy?
Dorothy who? I've done it since 1979.
I'll be done. Well, I'll show you what the problem is.
Let's see.
It does that when it goes up too.
Let's see over here. Okay, let me run it by hand. Where do they go? I can see what it is right there. Yeah, it's right where this is dented at, right here. Here's where it is.
I'm sorry?
Right here. See these marks on the door?
Oh, the door.
Yeah, it's pinching. Somebody's hit the door. See, it's right here. So you gotta kind of...
When the door is all the way down, you'll see that these two panels are real tight.
Yeah, that's because they're bent. So the one might be bending tighter. You gotta loosen all the hinges and stuff and work that panel as straight as you can do it. So and then you need door service. It sounds like all the squeaky noises.
Okay.
It's all stress sounds. I can charge you door service is $349. Do you know who hit the door?
Maybe the tenant.
They definitely hit it because that's why this is not lining up. These panels have to be perfectly straight, and when they go into each other. Like you see, this panel has a lip, and this one has an indentation.
Yeah.
So when they don't line up, like this one's pushed in more, it has to force its way in there.
Okay.
And it's putting pressure on all the hinges when it does that. See right there? Right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So we got to work that out so it doesn't make that snapping noise.
Okay.
And that's what all this is the metal wearing out. See all the friction? That's the actual door, the carbon.
You have to remove the panel to fix this, or?
No, but I got to loosen it, and I got to try to fiddle with it, and then make it work. And then, but you need service on everything. Like look like someone bent the track over here. This is all bent. The cameras aren't lined up. It just needs to be kind of serviced. Probably every year you should do it.
Okay.
Especially if you have tenants, because they seem to. Especially if you didn't have an opener, they throw them open and they screw everything up. Opener's better for tenants, because then they don't touch it.
Would this be done tomorrow or something?
No, right now.
Okay, let me ask you, I got some pictures here. I'm missing a part. This is mine at home. Tell me a part you have.
Did they knock down the pier? I know they knocked down the restaurant.
They took that out.
Yeah, but they haven't knocked the pier over yet?
No, not the whole thing.
You want me to start on this while you're doing that?
Sure.
And then, yeah, it doesn't get dark. So even though I didn't get very good footage on the second one, I ended up getting $363. Spray a little WD-40 between the panels, bent the door a little bit, working on it, tightening things. I gave him one roller for his house because that was his rental property. Probably have some footage of this one. But this little GoPro thing, sometimes I hit it and it goes on. I don't know it's on. Sometimes I hit it and I turn it off. So sometimes I don't know if I even took anything. So I made $863 on 2 services, almost $900. And work time was, combine them both, 30 minutes at the most. There you have it, almost $900 and you already paid. And he'll probably call me on his other job. So anyway, you guys should consider this your trade. Be a guy that makes good money, doing easy work. People love you for it and you like doing it. So anyway, over and out. Click below to watch a free lesson and don't forget to like and subscribe.